Assalamualaikum warahmatullahi wabarakatuh. We from Group 6 want to present Marriage in Islam, which consists of two people, namely myself, Aulia Rahmatianto, and my friend Afrisana.
Definition of marriage. Marriage or munakahat in Indonesian means collected and fused. According to other terms, can also means marriage contract or ijab kabul that allows the association between man and woman who are not muhrim so as to give rise to the rights and obligation between the two spoken by words, according to the rules required by Islam. The word zawaj is used in the Quran meaning a couple, whose use can also be interpreted as marriage. Marriage law. According to most ulama, the original law of marriage is mubah, which means it can be allowed and may be not. However, the law of marriage can be changed to sunnah, obligatory, makruh, and even haram, depending on the condition of the person who will marry. Sunnah. The law of marriage will change to sunnah if the person who wants to do the marriage is able to marry in terms of physical, spiritual, mental, and material readiness and able to withstand adultery even if he is not immediately married. Obligatory. The law of marriage will change to mandatory if the person who wants to do the marriage wants to marry, able to marry in terms of physical, spiritual, mental, and material readiness, and he is worried that if he does not marry soon he is afraid of committing adultery, then it is obligatory for him to get married immediately. Makruh. The law of marriage will change to makruh if the person who wants to do the marriage is not able in one of the physical, spiritual, mental, or material things in supporting his family in the future. Haram. The law of marriage will turn out to be haram if the person who wants to perform the marriage intends to hurt one of the parties in the marriage, either physically, spiritually, or materially hurt. Engage or khitbah. Engagement is a bond of promise of man and woman to hold a wedding following the day agreed by both parties. The law of khitbah is a must and should not be of the wife of the person, not the brother himself, not in iddah, and not the fiancé of the person. Seeing the husband and future wife is sunnah, because don't want regret happen after the household. The members who are allowed to be seen for a woman are her face and hands only. Rasulullah concerning the truth to see the fiancé and ask. Abu Hurairah radhiyallahu anha said, Rasulullah sallallahu alaihi wasallam to a man who wants to marry a woman. Have you seen it? He answered, no. Said the man to Rasulullah, go to see it, so that your marriage is guaranteed eternity. Hadith narrated by Tirmizi and Nasai. Rukun of marriage. Groom, bride, guardian or wali, two male witnesses, dowry, ijab, and kabul or marriage contract. Conditions of the husband to be. Islam, certain men, not muhrim men with wife-to-be, no, the real guardian for the marriage contract, not in ihram, hajj or umrah, by their own willingness and not coercion, do not have 4 lawful wives at any time, knowing that the woman to marry is valid to be made a wife.
Condition of the wife. You must be a believer, namely Islam, not a woman who is blooded, and also not a sissy. A woman who is not doing ihram, is not in iddah period, another people wife. Jadi kondisi untuk menikahi wanita itu dia harus seiman yaitu Islam, bukan wanita yang sedarah atau sepersusuan, bukan seorang banci, tidak sedang melakukan ihram, dan wanita itu tidak sedang dalam masa idahnya. Jadi jika ingin menikahi wanita, haruslah wanita yang sedang tidak menjalankan masa idahnya, dan tidak boleh menikahi wanita yang masih menjadi istri seseorang. The requirement of Islam wali is not that the veil wali must be a smooth man who has reached maturity. It must be done by their own will, not be coercion, not in ihram hajj or umrah, and not crazy. Jadi persyaratan wali nikah di dalam Islam yaitu dia adalah seorang Islam, bukan orang kafir. Wali harus laki-laki, harus yang sudah balik atau harus dengan keinginan mereka sendiri, bukan dengan paksaan, tidak dalam ihram haji atau umroh, tidak gila. Jadi akal pikirannya harus yang sehat dan waras. There are 4 types of guardians in Islam. The first is wali mujbir, wali from his own father or grandfather from his father. The second wali akrab, namely the guardians of the closest relative who has the right qualification to become a guardian. The 3 wali abad will be replaced by another country's guardians, and so on according to that order if not present nearby. The fourth is guardians king of judge atau wali raja atau hakim, namely guardians who is given the right to be appointed by the government of state authority to carry out this task for certain duration. Jadi ada 4 tipe wali nikah di dalam Islam. Yang pertama ada wali mujbir, yang kedua ada wali akrab, yang ketiga ada wali abad, yang keempat ada wali raja atau hakim. Jadi wali mujbir itu wali dari ayahnya sendiri atau kakek dari ayah. Terus yang kedua ada wali akrab, wali dari saudara terdekat yang memiliki kualifikasi berhak untuk menjadi wali. Yang ketiga ada wali abad, ini akan digantikan oleh wali abad lain dan seterusnya sesuai dengan urutan jika tidak ada yang di dekatnya. Yang keempat ada wali raja atau hakim yang diberikan hak atau diangkat oleh pemerintah atau otoritas negara untuk melakukan tugas ini karena adanya alasan tertentu. Witness requirements of guardians in Islam: at least 2 people. Persyaratan saksi sedikitnya ada 2 orang saksi. Islam, dia beragama Islam. Bisiza, has puberty, dia sudah balik, mal, and understand the content of the pronunciation of ijab and qabul. Dia mengerti isi apa dari ijab dan qabul. Can hear, see, and speak. Dia bisa melihat, mendengar, dan berbicara. Just do not commit major sins and do not commit too many small sins. Dan yang terakhir, freedom. Dia memiliki kebebasan, bukan seorang budak. Ijab terms, requirements for consent. Marriage must be appropriate in the eyes of religious law, not allowed to do it alone. At the time, the consent must be pronounced by a guardian or representative. Consent is not bound by time like muta'ah. At the time of consent, there is no requirement. When the consent is pronounced, so is my opinion, the timing is flexible. Jadi persyaratan ijab pernikahan harus pantas di mata hukum agama. Tidak boleh melakukannya sendirian. Pada saat ijab harus diucapkan oleh wali atau perwakilannya. Tidak terikat dengan tempo waktu seperti muta'ah. Tidak ada persyaratan kapan ijab harus diucapkan. Terms. The speech must be in accordance with the statement of consent. Should not use satire and pronounced by the prospective husband or may be pronounced by his representative for certain reasons not related to the time frame, such as muta'ah, such as contract marriage, does not count. There is not requirements to say when qabul is spoken and mentioning the name of the future wife and not adding any other word. Ucapan harus sesuai dengan ucapan ijab. Tidak boleh memakai sindiran, diucapkan oleh calon suami atau boleh diucapkan oleh wakilnya. Ini untuk alasan tertentu. Tidak terikat dengan tempo waktu seperti muta'ah, yaitu seperti kawin kontrak. Tidak dihitung. Tidak ada persyaratan menyebutkan kapan qabul diucapkan, menyebut nama calon istri, dan tidak ditambah dengan kata lain. So the percentage of our group, what is something goes wrong? Sorry. Wassalamualaikum warahmatullahi wabarakatuh.